Hello, my dear friend. We are glad to see you on our channel, where ordinary things turn into incredible adventures. Here we explore unique stories and unconventional ways to fight villains. Subscribe, like, and get ready for exciting adventures. Let's dive into our amazing world together. Let's go!
Hi guys, this is Bluey, and today we're going to play a really cool game called Cold as Ice. Version number 2. Very coolly done. Great sounds, great graphics. Just gorgeous. Well, let's try to come up with some nice music today. Let's start with the first character. Let's launch it. It's making some gurgling sounds. Well, let's add the second one. And what do we have here? That's great. It already looks like some kind of music. Let's add a little bit of this. Yeah, that's already interesting. Let's add the third, fourth one. Well, there's already some kind of rhythm. Let's add one more. Great. Let's see what we have next. Let's add this one. What do we get? This guy in the hat makes cool sounds. Let's add a cat. Tuck. Yeah, that's cool too. But I really like the graphics. I like that the sounds have been changed here. In general, it's just cool. Well, let's see who we can remove from here to create the perfect music. Let's take this guy who's making a ruckus with the bell. Let's add the one in the hat. Yeah. What does he do? Well, that's also okay. Let's remove this one who's singing. Let's add a teddy bear. Let's listen to what he's doing. And, well, in principle, not bad. We've already come up with some kind of composition. Let's try further. Let's remove this one, add a bucket. What does the bucket do? It's not clear what he's doing. Let's remove him. Add this little dragon guy. Let's listen to what he's doing. And it turns out, well, yes, it's interesting, but not very. Let's decide who we'll remove. Let's add this little dragon. It turned out to be a completely different sound. Let's add some sunshine. Listen to what we've got here. And it turns out, yeah, nothing worked. Nothing changed. Let's remove it and add a tree. So the tree smiles beautifully, sings to us, and it's not clear what sounds it makes. Seems cool, but it also seems not. Let's move on. Little dragon. Yeah. More girlish sounds. Let's remove it and add this exercise. It's not clear at all. It's not clear what it's doing. Let's remove it and add this for you. The guy in the hood. What is he doing? He will most likely sing in a rough voice. Yes, that's the case. What does this one do? Yeah, nothing has changed. Let's add a bunny. And listen. There's no difference at all. Let's add this one. Here, keyboard. Some kind of melody is already emerging. In general, it's even turning out cool. Let's remove it and add it to the computer. It will sing some of its own words. Listen. Oh, it's just awful. Terrible. Let's remove it. And what shall we add? Okay, let's add the little dragon. What does it do? Well, basically, it's normal. Turned out to be a normal composition. Of all of them, this is, in principle, probably the ideal option. What we could do with you. Without different sounds, without music, without songs. Just a wonderful composition. Well, let's listen. And what can I tell you, friends? We can of course watch the second version, which is supposedly not dead. Well, let my little sister Bingo voice it. Come on guys, let's switch to that song. Let's delete this one and turn on Bingo.
Oh, hi guys, Bingo with you. Well, let's listen to what we've got here. We've moved on to another composition, to another map, and everything is just cool here. Let's leave it and start from the very beginning. Let's connect this alien. He's kind of scary, ugly. Well, that sounds good. Let's connect it to the robots. What will the robot tell us? Produces bass. Very interesting. Let's connect another instrument. Totally cool. No need to add anything else. Already a great composition. Good melody. Let's listen further. The flower is not very good. The next one to be deleted will be the flower. Listen to the cat. Also so. Yeah, not a very good option. The hat, by the way, is not very good either, because it is unfinished. Let's delete the hat, add the cat. A cat with a saw in his head. Listen to how it sounds. Normal. Let's delete this one, add this hat. Listen. Nothing has changed. Let's delete it. Let's add another one, a bear cat. Well, it seems to sound good. Let's delete the cat. Let's add a bucket. The bucket should sound nice. I don't know how it is here on this map. Well, it didn't work out very well. Let's remove it. Let's add a little dragon. The little dragon is hung by the head. There. This is simply great. Okay, who can we remove here? Let's remove. I think we agreed on this one. Let's add the sun. Listen. The sun isn't playing yet. Well, that's cool. The atmosphere is so creepy, scary. Well, nothing has changed. Let's remove the tree. And let's see what. Listen to what we've got here. Okay, that's also nothing. Essentially, let's add the little dragon. This also looks creepy, absolutely horrible. Just horrible. So, what do we have here? Also nothing, essentially. Let's take this one. Let's listen and see what we got here. But essentially, nothing has changed either. Let's delete it. Let's add this one in the hood. Well, that's cool. Let's remove this one. Let's add a bunny. Well, the bunny is just bloody here. Just bloody, disfigured, scary. His eyes are just bulging and covered in blood. But he doesn't make any sound. Let's add this one. Harry, whose eye is about to fall out. And it doesn't give us anything. A computer with a song. Let's listen. By the way, the computer sounds fine here. Well, basically, this is the melody we got. Apparently, on this map, this will be the best thing we can come up with. Well, what can I say, guys? See you soon and bye-bye.
Hello, my dear friend. We are glad to see you on our channel, where ordinary things turn into incredible adventures. Here we explore unique stories and unconventional ways to fight villains. Subscribe, like, and get ready for exciting adventures. Let's dive into our amazing world together. Let's go!
Hello friends, with you as always Bluey. And today we will play a very cute and very exciting game called Sprunki. The meaning of this game is that you just need to drag these little characters so that they create different sounds and thereby create a beautiful harmonious melody. A very interesting game. I sat down to play it for a very long time. Well, I played it for about 2 hours for sure. Guys, while we play, Let me tell you who the Sprunki are, what they are for, how they were created. And we will listen together, well, and write comments. Well, let's get started. In the world of Incredibox, where music and animation merge, Sprunks are a bright and playful set of characters that bring an atmosphere of fun and creativity to the game. Each of the characters in this set has their own unique style and sound effects that can be used to create various musical compositions. But what makes these characters so special? Bassist. This character is the basis of the rhythm. His job is to create deep bass sounds that form the basis of the track. He doesn't just play the bass line, but does it with a special accent, adding playfulness and energy to the composition. His bright, slightly cartoonish face always lifts the mood, and his movements correspond to each chord. Vocalist. The prank vocalist adds vocal effects to the composition, from simple gasps to more complex vocal fragments, which fill the track with variety. This character is made in a stylish and funny suit, and his movements are always in unison with the rhythm of the music. Percussionist. The percussionist plays an important role in this set. He creates various percussion sounds that give the composition a pulsation and drive. He constantly moves, rhythmically beating the blows, and adds an atmosphere of fun, often using non-standard instruments and noises to enhance the sound effects. Melodist. This character is responsible for the melodic lines in the composition. He can play various instruments, or create sounds reminiscent of synthesizers. His image is always bright and expressive, and his music helps to harmoniously complete the composition, adding lightness and atmosphere to it. Noise effect. This character focuses on various sound effects from the noise of nature to synthetic sounds. His role in the band is to bring unexpected and unusual sounds that make the composition unique and interesting. He looks very funny, and is always the center of attention. In Incredibox, players can combine different characters to create their own musical compositions. In the prank set, each character has a role to play, and they all work in sync when their sounds are combined with each other. The characters change their poses and movements depending on which sounds are activated, creating a lively and dynamic interaction between them. These characters can add a variety of effects and create musical textures, from the simplest rhythms to complex arrangements, allowing players to fully immerse themselves in the process of creating music. The Incredibox prank set is a great example of how characters can not only entertain, but also play a key role in the creation of musical compositions. Each of them has its own characteristics, and helps to create unique, creative tracks. Whether it is a cheerful melody with bright percussion, or a deep bass with funny vocal effects, pranks combine playfulness and musical harmony, and this set brings even more fun and creative opportunities to the game. Well, that's all, guys. It was good to see you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Hello friends, with you as always, Blue Y. And today we will play a very interesting game. Not just interesting, but quite beautiful in graphics. It is called Epic Prison Break. No, friends, do not confuse. This is not Barry's Escape. It's just a prison break. By the way, friends, I forgot to tell you. Today, I invited our cool and funny friends again. This time it's Yellow Sprunky. Yes, I really like the way you speak. It doesn't matter that nothing is clear, but you are cool and cool. Friends, subscribe to the channel. Support Sprunky, support me, and let's go play. Well, friends, that's what I was talking about. Look at the incredibly cool graphics here. How everything is drawn, what shadows, textures. I just really like it. Well, look, we've already completed several stages and are already in the ventilation shaft. I specially changed the camera so that it could be seen a little better. Well, look what now. We're running through some ventilation tunnels too. We run through them, and a fan wants to blow us away. We run to the next stage, go up the stairs. Great, friends, we've completed it. So what's here? Here we need to press these levers. Although I didn't quite understand why we're going to press them here. Now I get it. So that this bridge appears. The bridge appeared. We climbed the ladder and went further. So the energy drink machine. The energy drink will probably be for speeding up. Let's try. Forward, backward. Excellent, friends. Let's jump. In just a few jumps, we simply fly over these stones. Stones that stick out of the green slime. It's not clear what kind of slime is in the prison. It's probably the floating intestines of the prisoners who died. But it's okay. The energy drink has worn off. Meanwhile, we've moved on to the next stage. We've climbed the stairs and are racing through the ventilation tunnel. What do we need to do here? This is some kind of negotiation room. Let's look for a way out of it. The door here is closed. This door is also closed. And look what we have here. Here it is. We probably need to break the glass. That's right, friends. The glass is broken, and we're on to the next stage. And here we need to escape from this evil policeman who walks around with a big baton. Let's run along the arrows. I saw that there was a closed door there. So, we need to find a key to it somewhere. Okay, let's see where there might be other open doors. Here are the doors, and here's our key. That's it, we have the key. Great. And now let's look for that door again. Okay. We need to run away from him so that he doesn't slam us with his club. Great friend. It seems like he's fallen behind. Well, I'm lost too. Let's look for that door again. It had, I think, a big purple lock on it, so we shouldn't miss it. Arrow. Here's another arrow. We ran past this turn. Let's get the key just in case to open the door faster. Okay, it didn't work. Let's try again. Let's run away. By the way, he runs fast. Oh, friends, did you notice that he has green snot sticking out of his nose? Great, we went through the door. We threw away the key. Okay. Let's see what's here. The bookcase moves aside, and a secret entrance to a secret room appears. Great! We're already in the tunnel, walking through the secret room, or along the secret passage to the secret room in the secret building. Well, that's okay. Let's see what we have here. It's like this, yeah. These obstacles were there in the old days in old castles. These are huge rusty axes that stick out from the ceiling and just swing like a pendulum. Yeah, I see a lever. Let's press it just in case. I don't know what it's for, but since it's here, we have to press it. Okay. That leaves the second lever. Someone was unlucky. Someone was cut in two by this axe, or maybe even in three. I don't understand what you're saying, but you must be telling the truth. Great. Friends, we've run past those obstacles. The axes and that fire that was just spitting out or flying out of the walls. Let's see what's next. And then we need to jump over the pins sticking out of the floor from the huge pits. Over the little doors. So what's here? Pins from the floor. Also very dangerous. They can just crawl right through. Climb into your ass and come out through your mouth. That happens. We've almost reached the exit. We got there, but we fell. Let's try again on the rope ladder with the planks. And what do we have here? We need to escape from this policeman again. We need to escape. But where to? No one knows. But we didn't have time. By the way, there was this green snot sticking out of his nose. Maybe he's sick with something. Or maybe he's a zombie. But nothing. Let's keep running. Let's run. Let's run. I see a red light. Let's run there. That's probably where our exit will be. No, it's just a lever. Lever. And we ran away from that policeman. I wonder what a policeman is doing in this castle. How did he get here? We press another lever. And we go up. I don't know how we go up. We just go up. Yes, hi friends. Let's subscribe to the channel. So what do we have here? This is the canteen again. I have a feeling that there is more than one policeman here, because there was a policeman downstairs. We ran away from him and went upstairs. And then there's a new policeman. Yeah, guys, look, it's cool. We throw a chicken at him. That's how they live in prison. They give whole chickens to people. Prisoners, well, they are people too, right? They can't starve. Well, in the meantime, our policeman just exploded, and we move on to the next stage. There are laser beams on the walls. Yes, this is a real prison, apparently, for the strictest prisoners, the most evil and ferocious killers, monsters, villains. And probably we too will try to escape from here. Everything is fine. Friends, we are already in another room. Let's see what we have here. Okay, a lever. This is an update. We need to build a bridge here, it seems. Take the first board, throw it here. Great run. Let's take the second one, throw it here, and see what we have here. Let's try. We need to build the bridge to the end, it seems. So, let's try again. So, what do we have here now? So, we've already put up 2 crossbars, and now we're running for the third one. We took it and are just racing. By the way, I wonder what that is floating down there. It's not that bright green goo like the other level. It's something else. Honestly, I'm even afraid to guess what it is. Maybe that too. Maybe it's the remains of prisoners, or maybe their poop has been digested. I don't know. Well, in the meantime, we've probably already reached the final stage. Probably, but that's not a fact. Look, that same policeman, but he's already sitting in a huge robot that's shooting at us with some kind of machine gun. I don't know from what. Well, we easily killed him and are watching. Yeah, he just shattered into pieces. The blood splattered so much that it almost stained my new clothes or my skin. I don't know what's right. Well, friends, we've escaped from this prison and apparently we're running to the last stage. I'm even afraid to guess what awaits us ahead. I don't see any stairs here. Oh no, I see some metal planks sticking out of here, sticking right out of the wall. Let's jump on them and climb up. Well, that's all, friends. Until next time, bye-bye.
Hello, my dear friend. We are glad to see you on our channel, where ordinary things turn into incredible adventures. Here we explore unique stories and unconventional ways to fight villains. Subscribe, like, and get ready for exciting adventures. Let's dive into our amazing world together. Let's go!
Hello friends, this is Bluey and my little sister Bingo.
Guys, hi.
friends, today we're going to play a very interesting game called Escape from the Evil Granny.
Yes, guys, it is from that very granny, from that very evil granny that we will be running away today.
As you may have guessed, we're in this granny's house. An evil, scary, insidious granny.
So what do we see here? Now we are already in some kind of basement.
In the basement with really huge spikes at the bottom. That is, the granny is actually evil and just insidious.
Well, let's see what we need to do here. And let's press the button and jump on these retractable things.
Everything is fine, guys. We go further and climb into the ventilation shaft. We run along it, and we find ourselves at another stage.
Here is that very evil granny. Yes, while she is sleeping. No, she is not sleeping anymore. She is really chasing us, rushing.
Yes, although the granny is evil, she runs very fast. She's rushing straight after us in the hopes of destroying us. Well, let's run into this room and see what awaits us here.
Oh, Granny has blushed and she is really furious and insidious. She wants to destroy us. We are some kind of small in size and are probably in her kitchen.
In the kitchen, where there is such an interesting hood. Here we need to fly through these red laser things. And not hit them, because if we hit them, we will simply be torn to pieces.
We climb up here, open the door and find ourselves in the basement.
In the basement, where we need to get to the other side. We jump over these flaming fans or, as I don't know, volcanoes. Up the stairs. Along the bridge that falls down into the burning lava. And open the ventilation shaft to get there. We run along it, and we are again at a new stage.
Very beautiful graphics, very bright, beautiful walls, flowers, just
very cool. I really like it. And here is the ball of thread from which Granny weaves her scary web.
A duck that we can hit, and it will grab us, and destroy us. But it can't stop us. We run further and find ourselves on another stage.
At another stage where we safely fall down.
Let's try to run this level again. We need to jump carefully here. Let's turn to the side here. And great, guys, we're moving on.
We move to get out of this basement, and find ourselves in the house. And look, we are already going to race with our granny in some cars. In cars with wheels made of cookies. Yes, let's go into acceleration and we overtake this granny. We overtake her, but she doesn't lag behind us.
Let's rush very carefully, friends, very carefully, so as not to fall. Do you see how evil the granny is? She's not just evil, she's insidious. She's making some plans to destroy us.
But it's okay. We pass this level safely and find ourselves in the house. In this granny's house, where you need to jump over the spikes.
And here's an interesting thing too. Cookies that fall from the sky. Fall from the sky. It's not clear at all. Let's climb the ladder to escape from here. There are just huge jars. Granny probably doesn't live here alone.
Come on, we don't need free cookies either, because this is a trap. Granny made this sign on purpose so that we would step on it and the spikes would fall through. And she cut us into pieces.
What awaits us here? A huge fan that will blow us away. Will blow us away. And what's here? We carefully jump over these springboards over this cliff. There's probably white milk in the cliff. I don't know what else could be here, since we're at Granny's house, and she probably likes milk.
The next stage is pretty simple. We just need to get over these pipes, jump over them to find a way out of this room. This is most likely some kind of meat grinder because inside at the bottom there are some kind of pins. And they rotate.
Great, friends, let's move on and see what's here. A fan that throws us up. We need to climb onto these ledges. There are a lot of them here, so let's not rush anywhere, but carefully go through this the first time.
That's it, friends, we've got it. We're just great. And I think it won't be any trouble for us to complete this game.
So what's here? There will probably be some kind of labyrinth here, and we'll probably be running away from this granny. But while I can't see her, let's run. Run as fast as we can, because she can find us. Find and catch up. Even though we're in a labyrinth, Granny is cunning, a treacherous, terrible, and cruel hole.
The labyrinth is almost over. We literally run the last meters of this level and find ourselves at the finish line. By the way, there is some kind of swamp in the labyrinth. There is a swamp, and we carefully jump over it on these leaves and on a piece of wood, which is also moving just to confuse us.
What do we have here? A huge cookie. Let's press, and a bazooka appears in our hands. A bazooka that shoots jaws. We need to clean the jaws.
Hit these grannies and they explode. Yeah guys, everything is simple here. Shoot these evil grannies. Some are bigger in size, some are smaller in size. And there is a health bar showing at the bottom. It is not clear where the jaws are flying, but we will come closer to these grannies to destroy them. And the main thing is that these grannies cannot touch us, because we will immediately lose.
Come on, there are literally a few grannies left. Here we almost got caught. Even we almost got caught, and the granny touched us.
Literally everything, everyone, guys. We destroyed these evil and insidious grannies. And let's see what's next.
And then, apparently, guys, it's the finish line. Let's jump on this car and rush. Let's rush closer to the exit, closer to the finish line, to escape. Escape from this scary house, from this evil and fierce granny.
We climb carefully so as not to fall. And guys, I congratulate you, we've passed this level.
What can I tell you, guys? Subscribe to the channel and see you soon. Bye bye.
Hello, my dear friend! We are glad to see you on our channel, where ordinary things turn into incredible adventures. Here we explore unique stories and unconventional ways to fight villains. Subscribe, like, and get ready for exciting adventures. Let's dive into our amazing world together. Let's go!
Hello, friends. With you, as always, Blue Y and my little sister Bingo.
Hello, guys.
Guys, today we are going to play a very interesting game. Again, a very interesting game. It is called Escape from the Police Family of Emotions.
And not just any emotions, but emotions from the popular cartoon Inside Out.
Well, friends, look, we have almost passed this stage where you had to jump over billiard balls, jump over Samo, and who is this monster?
Write in the comments what kind of monster. And, by the way, can you write the names of all these emotions from the cartoon? I don't remember.
Okay, friends, let's watch further. We run away from this ball that is rolling with spikes, take a shovel in our hands, and start digging. We dig a hole for ourselves to fall into this well and go to the next stage. Laser beams, and we can't handle them.
Let's try again. We passed the first beam, and we will need to carefully jump over the second beam, because it is moving quickly towards us.
We press the button, jump over these metal plates that have risen, and run into the ventilation shaft. We go up the stairs and great, friends, let's see what we have at the new stage.
At the new stage, we move along the arrow, break, just break down this door and look. Here is this police family, a family of emotions, and it is pursuing us. We
look, run into the ventilation shaft and they are left behind. That's it. They ran away and we follow further. Further, closer to the exit. So, here we have some kind of trampoline and we need to use this trampoline to get to the other side.
We are doing everything perfectly. We are at a new stage. We pull the switch and what do we have here?
The bridge has dropped. We jump over it and press the button again to raise this metal grate. What do we have here? This is a bridge that moves up and up from larva, from some kind of green larva that simply corrodes our body. We break open another door and we are at a new stage.
A new stage. What do we have here? There are some purple police dogs here. They are all on a leash, and we probably need to get over them. This dog noticed us, and we will wait until it calms down and moves away.
Great, friends! The dog has moved away and we are just racing, jumping over these fences and running away from these dogs. Oh, another dog ridden by this girl. I don't remember her name either. Write in the comments what this girl's name is.
And we go further with you using the trampolines that are installed on these platforms. We jump over and climb to the very top stage. We press the button, metal plates rise, and we jump over them. Let's see what's here. 2 doors, they are closed, and we need to climb up this ventilation shaft. Again, some kind of monster, I don't know what its name is, there it is sticking out of the wall. It's pink, scary, but we are not afraid and run on.
Okay, friends, let's see what's here. There's some pink liquid here, and we need to get over it along this pipe. We are moving along the pipe, and this thing, the ladder, is shaking, and it fell. It fell, and what do we do next?
Let's wait until a new one appears, and run over. Yeah, some toothy guy again. What's here? Laser beams again, and we need to get through so that they don't just eat us, don't touch us. We passed the first beam, but the second beam isn't even here. Excellent! We take the ladder and go to the next floor using this ladder.
Yeah, we still need to hit this thing so that it opens and gives us the opportunity to climb up. Everything's fine. We break open the door again and see what's here. And here again stands some emotion girl. Well, she's standing, but sleeping. We run carefully so that she doesn't hear us.
And we are already at a new stage. The new stage is the toilet room. Well, the toilets here are clean, so we are in no danger here. Let's take the key. And what do we need it for? Maybe to fix this toilet? No.
And we need it to break open the wall. Now the wall broke open, exploded. And let's wait until the fog clears and run on. What's here? There's a guy running around with a key, and we need to get these metal plates. They've disappeared somewhere.
Okay, they disappeared. And where did they? Here they are again. Let's take the plate. Most likely, you and I will need to build a bridge. A bridge to get to the other side. The first plate is installed. Let's run for the second one. We take the second plate and rush along our built bridge to install the second plate. Great, friends. There is very little left. There is 1 plate left. Let's take it and run to install it.
Okay, let's install it here and we'll easily get to the other side. The plate fell. Let's take this one so we don't have to build it all over again, and we'll put it on the very edge because we missed a little last time. The plate is installed and we're rushing on. Okay, what's here? Some circles. They've caught us.
Let's wait for it to settle. Like this. We've passed the second one, and there's one last circle left. Now it'll settle, and we'll run through. We quickly break down the door, and we'll be at the next stage. Okay, let's see what we have here. We need to take some kind of box to get up into this ventilation shaft. We went through it, and let's see what's here.
More realistic graphics than in other games, because everything is somehow more real here. That is, we are now in some kind of basement. The water here is blue, not red. not green, not pink. And everything here is somehow more realistic than in other games.
Aha, look, we've lost. And we lost because those things that stick out of the water, they go down when we step on them. That's why we need to jump over them very quickly.
Here are 4 more themes. Let's run through them quickly. And great, we're already at a new stage. There's just a little bit left to go here. Press the button to raise the metal plates sticking out of the wall. Let's jump on them carefully and break open the door. We break open the door and we're already in the room with the trampolines. Come on, it seems to us that everything will be simple here.
Let's jump on the trampolines a little, jump over these holes so as not to fall into this hole. And let's make the last jump. Wonderful! What a car! Let's jump. And what are we supposed to do here? And here we need to fly over these obstacles so as not to fall into the abyss.
Yeah, we didn't get it right the first time. Well, let's be careful. No rush. Okay, great. Jump, fly. Yeah, cool. By the way, if you hold down the button, it turns out that we fly on it. Fly, just hover in the air. A couple more jumps, and I can already see the finish. And this is the exit to the next stage.
Let's run through these corridors. This will probably be some kind of thermal bath. Thermal with prisoners, because I just saw a picture on the wall. We break the door and take a look. Someone is sleeping here. Someone is sleeping, and let's run.
Okay, let's open the first prison cell, and the prisoner is rushing straight at this blue monster. They fight and defeat the monster. The second prisoner is freed. The third is freed. Yeah, the monster is simply invincible. If the prisoner doesn't defeat her now, we'll be screwed.
And here it is, the monster. It just fell. We take the key from her and rush to open this ventilation shaft to go to the next stage. So, what do we have here? And here, probably, there will be some kind of final boss. I understand that this is the same girl from the cartoon, in whose chapter all these emotions live. Let's shoot at her with a bazooka. Yeah, and she has some kind of lollipop in her hand, and she just wants to destroy us with this lollipop.
Let's shoot her while jumping over the lollipops. Well, I hope we'll get through this stage very soon. I wonder when we'll finally be fighting against those very emotions, those very police emotions. Here we go shooting. We are shooting some balls and some green snot and splashes are flying out of her head. It's unclear.
Great, friends, we hit the bazooka, hit the key, and are racing to this car. We jump into it and, probably, we will already be racing straight to the finish.
The last stage of this game.
Yes, friends, this was the final boss and we have completed this game, and I congratulate you on that.
Well, my friends, until next time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and bye-bye.
Hello, my dear friend. We are glad to see you on our channel, where ordinary things turn into incredible adventures. Here we explore unique stories and unconventional ways to fight villains. Subscribe, like, and get ready for exciting adventures. Let's dive into our amazing world together. Let's go!
Hello, friends. As always, Blue Y is here, and with you today is my little sister Bingo.
Hello, friends. How are you? Write in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Guys, today we are going to play a very interesting game. It is called Escape from the Crazy Cat Lady.
Yeah, it's a cool game. Of course, the graphics are interesting and beautiful, and the game itself is colorful and exciting. I really liked it. Honestly, I really liked it.
Well, let's see what is happening here. We are running around some house. There are some mousetraps set here. Let's run through them carefully. Well, here we are caught in the first mousetrap and we die. Let's start over.
We jump over the mousetraps and find ourselves through the window on the street. And here, probably, this is that very scary cat lady. Here she is looking at us from the window and throwing some balls at us. Here she already hit us once.
Let's run. You shouldn't touch these gnomes. And we will touch them. And look, friends, who we see. That's right. It's Garfield the cat. Yes, he's waiting for us in this game too.
Well, let's see what he wants to show us. Apparently, we need to cross the road here and not get hit by cars.
Garfield the cat is also worried, and so we need to get to the other side of this street. Let's look around. There are no cars. And let's run, run, run. Of course, it's wrong to cross the road like that. Here a car almost ran us over.
Great, friends. We've crossed this road and are now climbing up the pole. An electric pole. This is very unsafe, but we will act carefully.
Let's climb higher and higher, and let's run along the wires. Yes, what a dangerous game. Here, yes. We almost got electrocuted. We probably need to turn off this device so that the electricity...
There was no electricity. Let's take a piece of the pilsa. And let's turn it off. That's it, friends. We turned it off. And now we can go further along these wires.
Let's go down, even straight down, and run. Let's run along the wires. It's very unsafe and better not to repeat. What do we need to do here? We also need to run further along the wires, but this time we need to jump over these lightning bolts. Lightning bolts with electricity.
And by the way, friends, look, there's also some kind of tractor with a big ball, which is spinning. It probably wants to knock down the houses and thereby hit us and knock us down from here, so that we, too, probably fall down and get upset. Maybe, I don't know, we started something first.
Okay, let's watch. Wait for it to fly by and then let's run further. Let's jump over these electric lightning bolts. Let's not take any risks. Let's just wait to the side.
Look, friends, what a city we are in. It's interesting. Everything is beautifully drawn. Everything is bright, beautiful, fabulous, just, well, wonderful. Well, we've passed this stage, and Garfield the cat meets us again. He shows us that we probably need to get into this house.
Yes, we need to hit it. But some policeman is waiting for us, and he's catching someone with his nets. Maybe cats, maybe dogs. I don't know. Okay, we run through and see the floor collapse beneath us.
But we feel fine. We haven't fallen anywhere. And we look, it's that same policeman. Now he's looking at us too, and we're running away from him. Let's run away so as not to fall into his net.
Jump over again. Great friends. Here's the arrow showing where we need to go. Let's go into this room. What awaits us here? Yeah, there are these police guards walking around here, and we need to jump in such a way as not to fall on them. Because if we fall on them, it's doomed.
Okay. What do we have? Well, we couldn't go there. What was I telling you, friends? You can't do that. But there is another way, and let's take it.
Very good. We are almost through this stage. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, a fan. A ceiling fan. We jumped on it and used it to get to the end of this stage.
And that one over there is probably the chief of police. He's looking at us, and he's about to do something. Garfield the cat probably wants to help us. How he wants to help us, I don't really understand. But let's watch. Let's run after the arrow and take something. We take it.
Okay, let's take it. I don't understand what we picked up. We picked up something. We'll throw something. Okay, we jump over the nets he throws at us. We'll throw pizza. Probably, or some kind of cheese.
Carefully. Look, we're winning for now. Just a couple more throws and... What? Yeah, we hit him right in the face. Look how interestingly I dance, and Garfield dances. Super, just super.
Okay, here's the exit to the next room. Let's move on. Here, apparently, some kind of quest awaits us. Some questions concerning Garfield the cat, I guess. Well, let's take a look. What will we choose? Right, left, right. Let's go to the left. Let's try again. If the left one is wrong, then the right one is correct.
So, what do we have here? Left, right, what do we choose? Let's go right. Great, 2 have already been completed correctly, and the third is left. What do we choose? Left, right, let's go right and wrong.
Okay, let's start all over again. Here we went to the left for the first time. Here we went to the left for the first time. No, we still had to go to the right. To the right. Here we also went to the right, and here to the left. Okay, great, friends, we've passed this difficult stage. Difficult, very difficult.
What awaits us next? The door, the house is closed, and we need, apparently, to open it, to find some key. Well, let's follow the arrows and look for something. There is some kind of stinking fog. But it can't stop us. We jump further, jump and need to find this key. Where is it hidden? Here it lies. Excellent, friends. We take it and rush faster to the closed door. We jump over these trash cans, and the key is in our hands, and the door is open. Excellent.
Okay, we got into the house and fell through. We quickly fall down to avoid the laser beam. Great, that's the evil ant. The evil cat ant. Okay, we're in some room where they don't really like mice. So many mouse traps with cheese. The main thing is not to fall into them. Great. I suspect that this is the room where they make pizza, because there are carrots floating over there. Pizza sauce, pizza boxes. Okay, what do we have here? We need to get to that door over there. Get there without falling down.
This is probably some kind of syrup where pizza is prepared, or pizza soup. But nothing. Okay, yeah, we can't step on these steps. Let's take a different path. Yeah, I didn't notice here either. Let's start over again. We run here, right here. Okay, let's try to run along this road.
Great. Here are those stairs again. It fell. So, we go back and look for a safe exit. Okay, we can try to jump over here, but we probably won't make it. Let's try from here. 1 jump. 2nd jump.
Okay, 3rd jump, and that's it. We're practically at the exit. Just a couple of meters left. Great, friends. The next stage awaits us.
And at this point, we need to jump over. Where to jump? Yeah, on the same hand.
Auntie who doesn't like cats, or vice versa loves cats, we need to get to here. It didn't work. Let's try again. It didn't work again. Again. 1 jump, 2 jumps. It didn't work. Okay, look. There's no other way out, so we need to try here.
Okay, let's try. Let's pick up speed. 1 jump, 2 jumps, and we're almost there. Let's try again.
It didn't work again. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Now it worked. So, on the second hand it was necessary to jump twice. Well, let's see what we have here. What's next? The same picture continues.
We need to jump again. 1, 2, and that's it. Great, friends. What's here? Okay, also 2 hands. 1. 2nd hand, 3rd hand. Wonderful. Well, and here, we'll probably just move to the other side on our hand.
Okay, friends, everything is great. Let's move on to the next stage. And the next stage is some kind of oven. where we need to get to the other side on these trays. Very interesting, friends. Let's wait.
Here we've climbed onto the first tray and we just don't do anything. It's carrying us itself. Carrying. Over pizzas. It smells so good in here, friends. You just can't describe the smell. Simply wonderful. I really want pizza now. Wow.
Let's watch, friends. And here we are approaching the final jump. That's it. We've passed this stage. We go up the stairs, and we find ourselves in a new room.
By the way, we went up one floor, and here we are met by Garfield the cat. He meets us, and he offers us to try pizza. What a delicious, beautiful one. Well, we can't refuse. Let's try it.
And look, the cat is shaking for some reason, and so am I. But that's okay. Let's see what happens next. Okay, we found ourselves in his dream, and we probably need to wake him up.
And to wake him up, we need to get to him. Okay, that's right. Where are we going? Well, let's jump on these little pizzas and cakes to get to this cat.
We are on some kind of air, on some incomprehensible island. There are pies, and pizzas, and hamburgers, and hot dogs. Everything is there, the whole set. Now this is a dream. Now this is what I understand. Our cat is sleeping with us.
But let's move on. We've completed the first part of this stage, and let's quickly complete the second one to get to the finish line and wake up our cat.
Wonderful, another part is over, and what awaits us here? And here in the pie there are some sticks spinning, and the main thing is not to get into them.
Let's run after this stick. Great. Friends, we are almost at the exit. So what's here? We need to go down this path right to the cat's bed. Let's go down very carefully because it's been thin.
We go down in small steps, and we are almost there. That's it, friends. Now we will wake up the cat and move on to the next stage. Great, friends. The cat woke up and we found ourselves in some clerks'
cages in the house. In the house of this lady. A reckless lady. Bloody, who doesn't like animals. Or likes the opposite. I don't know.
Here we fell. The floor collapsed. We thought and fell. But it's okay. Let's try to jump over this floor again. And great, friends.
Let's leave this room and you'll need to go up the stairs. Our stairs are also fragile. And they also collapse. Yeah, here's a cat. And we're afraid of something. And we're afraid of this horrible cat lady. Or the lady who doesn't like cats.
Let's just shoot balls at her and jump from her balls. Let's see who will die faster. Here she hit us. Hit again and no, she missed, and we hit. Great, she just went wild and now some new test awaits us.
Wow, how scary. We fell through the ground. We fell through and are trying to get up. Yeah, friends, look. Oh, she's so huge. This is just not a woman, but some kind of monster.
Well, let's see what awaits us here. And here we are waiting for some kind of shooting from a fart gun. Oh, cool.
Okay, let's hurry. Okay, there are no options here because some laser beams are jumping, running, crawling, I don't know what to call them, all over this floor. Let's quickly bomb her with our pistols so we don't die.
Wonderful, friends. Oops, and the last festive dance. Look how I dance. 1, 2, 3, oops. Yeah, you will never see anything like this again. Wonderful, friends. I think we have completed this game. That's it. The ant has fallen, Garfield the cat is happy, and we are all happy.
Let's see what happens next. He takes the cat's keys. So what? He asks us something. I can't understand what he wants from us.
We will probably go somewhere with him. Yeah, we took the keys to the car, get in it, and drive away.
But how can we leave in this car if I don't have a license? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We just crashed into a tree.
Here Garfield the cat is already saying goodbye to us and wishing us something. I don't know what. I can't read.
He wants something, tells us something incomprehensible, without understanding anything at all.
Well, that's it, friends. Let's take the last piece of pizza and it's time for us to say goodbye.
That's it, friends, until we meet again. Bye-bye.